Hi guys, and welcome to my kitchen today. So the recipe we're doing today is asparagus and Emmental foulettes. I hope I've said that right, please forgive me if I haven't. But basically it's asparagus in a puff pastry parcel in melted cheese. Now there is your ingredients, that's your shopping list there, that's everything you're going to need. I would say be careful when you're shopping for the Emmental because I do believe not all of it is vegetarian. The one I'm going to be using is President Emmental, and I've listed a little link to that below. That does say vegetarian on the back of the packet. Just before we get started, please do give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to my channel if you want some vegetarian recipes. You can also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter and on Facebook. Right, let's get cooking. For this vegetarian recipe you need 225 grams of fresh asparagus, 175 grams of vegetarian Emmental, 1 tablespoon of vegetarian parmesan, plus a little extra to sprinkle on the top, 3 tablespoons of creme fraiche, salt and pepper. For the pastry you'll need 375 gram pack of fresh puff pastry, some flour for dusting, and a tablespoon of milk. First remove the pastry from the fridge and let it come to room temperature for about 10 minutes. Meanwhile, wash the asparagus in some cold water and then snap off the woody end of each stalk. And then either in a steamer or a pan of boiling water with the colander on the top, steam the asparagus for 2 to 3 minutes or until the stalks feel just tender. After that, remove them from the steamer and allow them to cool a little bit. Now dry the stalks in some kitchen paper and then cut each one into 3 on the diagonal. Now take the cheese from the packet and cut it into 1 centimetre cubes. Now add the parmesan to the creme fraiche, add some salt and pepper and mix it well together. On a lightly floured work surface, place your pastry and cut it into 3. Roll out 1/3 until it roughly measures 18 to 35 centimetres and then cut that into 2 squares. And repeat that with the other 2 pieces of pastry so that you end up with 6 squares in total. Now take one of the squares and brush the edges with some milk. Spoon in some of the creme fraiche filling, about 1.5 tablespoons, into the centre of each square. And then add several cubes of the cheese into each square. And then tuck the asparagus in between. Now we need to make the parcels by pulling up the opposite corners of each square to meet in the centre, like an envelope. Pinch the seams really tightly together to seal them. And make sure you have a small hole in the centre of each one to allow the steam to escape. Then using a fish slice, put the parcels onto a baking tray and carry on making the other parcels. Now brush each parcel with a little bit of milk and lightly sprinkle each one with the remaining parmesan. When you've made your parcels, you can either leave them to chill in the fridge covered in cling film, or if you're ready to cook them, preheat the oven to 200 degrees centigrade or gas mark 6. Bake on a high shelf in the oven for around 20 to 25 minutes until they're golden brown, and serve them straight from the oven. I hope you like this recipe, everyone. Give it a thumbs up if you do, and don't forget to subscribe for weekly vegetarian recipes.